840 back with the live shot from Century Plaza Hotel and Spa, bringing the life of luxury into your home. That's the goal, and Brian Gluckstein making that happen with the brand new book, The Art of Home. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're going to get to some of these photos quick, but IDS Vancouver, you're here this weekend bringing style inspiration, show and tell. I said, are these candy trays
Yeah,
right
look
here?
at these from Loyal Loot. Aren't they beautiful? So it's bark, and then it's got this lacquer on the inside. So you can put candies in them. You can put it on your bedside, put your ring in it at night, or your cufflinks, things like that. Great accessories, and they bring a pop of color with the. It's so great, the mix of the lacquer and the bark.
Very West Coast in France. If you can get a look over here, you get a little bit of gold in the shot, but tell us about this chair and what room this would really work in.
The Benson Pre-Chair from Inform, and it's just, it's like that old-fashioned slipper chair made modern. The swivel is really popular today, and velvet is becoming really popular in home decor. You get great color with velvet that you can't get in most fabrics, so really on trend.
I love the velvet, but we've got a dog and a cat too, so...
Just get a lint brush.
Yeah.
A lint brush and a vacuum cleaner in your set.
We're working overtime on this bad boy. Well, take us inside the home, because as we look at each room, some simple ideas to really spruce things up. And let's start with the kitchen. What do you like to do?
Yes, these are images from the book, and we're seeing a lot of brass. And it's a very easy way to update the kitchen if you want to do it, whether it's lighting, whether it's hardware, counter stools. You can see this is in a project in Palm Beach, Florida. And the kitchen is white, so that's the classic. But we mixed up some of the brass, and that really adds an updated look to it. And you can mix it with the stainless steel. There's a stainless steel sink and appliances, so don't be afraid to mix brass in.
If you're bringing brass in this shot right there, Larry, if you can go back one, these bookshelves are gorgeous, by the way. Where's the starting point for brass? Are we looking at the stools and accents? Or?
I would say, and the hardware. I would say it's the easiest way is to bring in the hardware. So change the handles on the kitchen cabinets, put brass ones on. You can get brass hardware at a very economical price, and that'll update it. And then maybe buy the bar stools and maybe a light fixture.
Okay, now back to the bookshelves, because this was one of the standouts when I looked at this book. A beautiful look at display to bring in color, but what do you keep in mind when you're designing the room?
Well, this is so easy for people, because when you're building a house or renovating, you're drywalling and building walls anyway. So here we just built these two walls on either side of the sofa, and that forms the gables of the bookshelves, and then just did wood shelves. So it's a very economical way to do it, but I love the way it looks like it's integrated into the architecture. But from a cost standpoint, you're not paying for built-ins, you're just paying for some wood shelves, because you're drywalling already.
We like that. Let's save some money.
This is a project in Aspen. Look at that view.
Is this your vacation home, by the way?
I wish it was my vacation home.
I like the way you live.
I know. This is quite something. And when you're working with spaces with views in condos or houses, it's really important to keep the furniture light. So here you can see through the furniture. See the way the furniture is very light when you're walking in. It's not a heavy base on the table. So you want to get the light to go through and not obscure the view.
Beautiful.
Now, in this space, it's all about texture and color, and we're seeing a lot of wallpaper today, and grass cloths and linens and textured wallpaper. It's all about bringing texture into spaces. Here we use a chocolate brown grass cloth, which is like a woven wallpaper, and it really creates this coziness, almost the feeling of a dark paneled room without the cost of paneling a room. Now, in this one, I love leaning art, and so when we were building this space in Palm Beach, I just built this ledge across the bed wall. So it's a 8-inch ledge, again, just out of the drywall when we were doing it, and just leaning the art behind the bed and some artifacts. It adds a really nice architectural element to the space.
You got a frame of choice when it comes to old art that you see?
I like very simple frames. I like simple wood frames or simple gilded frames, but very simple frames when it comes to art. Okay. And then in this space, this is a condominium in New York that had very limited space. It was a small space. How are you going to get a dining room? We took the closet doors off. So the closet, that was a closet.
Oh, wow.
So we built a bunket in there. It was basically a shelf with a cushion and some pillows, put a round chair and a round table and 2 chairs, and there's the dining room tucked into a corner.
Living the life of luxury, all thanks to this man right here. So The Art of Home is the book. You're here in Vancouver this weekend. IDS Vancouver, what, tomorrow?
Tomorrow, and the show's on until Monday.
Okay, I believe it's 3 p.m., right? 3 p.m. tomorrow? Brian's going to be on stage. You can get the Q&A and learn more about the style inspiration. Love the velvet one day.
It's in.
You need a really good
lint
brush.
brush.
Really good lint brush. Brian, so great to have you on.
Nice to see you.
Okay, we'll take a break.